process of updating. Alright, let me refresh this. Okay, there we go. It did update the title. What's up, Psyched? How you doing? Alright, there we go. Let's get started. Sorry about that. I was trying to, like, do some stuff. You doing good? I'm glad to hear it. Let's see if we can get into the world here. Looks like it's kind of like frozen for a second. Okay, oh, there we go. I was just about to restart the game. Kind of got lucky there. Otherwise, it would have taken a bit longer having to reboot the game from scratch. Also, yeah, I still need to update the Accept the Rules plugin. It's kind of like good and bad, that, like, message. It's, like, good that, like, you know, it tells you need to update the stuff, but it's kind of annoying, because if you're, like, kind of lazy, like me, it's, like, you know, it kind of gets a bit annoying every time you log in, and it's like, oh, update the plugin. I mean, you know, it's just a sign that I should just get around to updating it, but... yeah. Too lazy. So yeah, I'm planning on going caving, at least to, like, start off today. And then, once we're done caving, we'll maybe work on the base. Because part of the reason why I'm trying to go caving is we need more diamonds to power our, like, pocket beacon. I actually have it on me. I guess I should probably, like, swap that out for, like, a totem, because right now the beacon is, I don't know why the camera, like, glitched out there. But right now the beacon doesn't have stuff to power it, so there's really no point of us, like, taking that around with us. That is definitely you. Yeah, you can relate to that. I'm glad I'm not alone. Alright, let me put the beacon in there. I'll put the sugarcane in here. How much rockets do we have? I'll take, like, an extra stack with me. Okay, where do we want to go from here? Also, maybe I'm gonna do some villager trading first, because, the wings are missing a little bit of durability, so I kind of want to, like, leave once we have full durability, and then, that will hopefully, give us a head start. There's an egg here. I'm just gonna drop that, but... yeah. It's like, I don't see any chickens. Oh, there it is. I'm assuming that was the chicken that laid the egg. I see, like, an L there. I think that's pretty, like, recent. I don't know who built that, but yeah. Alright, let's get some iron. Oh, you know, I just realized I should probably bring the sugar cane with me. I'm gonna, like, fly back over here for a quick second. We also have some potatoes, too, so I'll bring that with me. Alright, inventory's full, but I guess that's probably good. We probably have more than enough stuff. Alright, there's signs there, so I'm not really sure I want to check that in case, like, someone put something bad there. But yeah, I think that L is pretty recent, because I don't think that was there yesterday. I don't know if it's, like, something bad or not, but... crap. Okay, let me throw that away. And throw that away. I'm just gonna throw the sugar cane in here, like the extra. And this should be more than enough. I think I hear like a witch. I just want to make sure my audio's turned up. Okay. Alright, that guy doesn't have paper. Oh, there we go. The wings did, in fact, repair with that bit of XP. Yeah, like, that sounds really close. What the heck? Okay, that's why the Iron Golem is there. Actually, I'm looking at this. I think one of our villagers died. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. Oh. Let me just kill this guy. But yeah, I think one of our villagers did die, because I think we did have a villager in that pen. And obviously, I don't think villagers can turn into witches, but at the same time, it's like, you know, there was, maybe that's what that sign is about, like the L. Maybe someone accidentally, like, triggered a raid here, and then, like, one of the villagers died or something. Alright. I'm assuming if I had to take a guess, that might be what happened. Oh, what the heck? He, like, refreshed his trade, like, mid-thing. I hate when they go, like, so far into the back corner. Alright, let's get some gold carrots. Let me also, like, repair the pickaxe, because we're about to go mining, and we're gonna need it for, like, working on our base. Alright, that's probably good enough. Alright, put the iron in there. Paper, I think we forgot to do some paper trades with the guys back here. Alright, there's no paper there. I think this guy has a paper trade, but we don't really have too much paper left. We only have, like, a couple stacks or something. Yeah. I'll put the golden carrots in there and the potatoes. I'll throw the emeralds in. When we started trading, we started with half a stack, and now we have, like, 2 stacks almost, so we earned basically, like, a stack and a half there. Okay, I think that's good. I think, we're just gonna head in this direction. Yeah, you can see there's another L there. I don't know who built that. I mean, obviously, like I said, one of them had a sign, like, or a few signs on it, so I'll maybe have to, like, check that out later. Like I said, I don't know if anything is bad is written on them, so I don't want to check them out, on stream, but, yeah. If I had to take a guess, though, I would maybe say maybe Coolman built that, because, like, they're floating, and, you know, now we've seen at least 2 of them, so I feel like that'd be a lot of effort to build in, like, survival mode, so if I had to take a guess, then maybe it was Coolman that built them. Possibly, but obviously, like I said, I'd have to, like, check out the signs to, like, get an indication of who might have done it. I suppose I could also check, like, the server logs on, like, who placed, like, blocks where, but yeah. But anyway, we're gonna be looking for a cave. So I don't know how far we're gonna go out into this direction, because we've gone out into this direction before to find caves. Oh, look at that. Looks like there's, like, an underwater cave almost there. Oh, wow, look at this. Psyched, thank you for following, I appreciate it. Looks like this is, I'm gonna screenshot this. This is one of those, like, underground structures they added with this new update. You can see, like, there's this one part of it, like, peeking out here. I'm assuming there's probably, like, more. I mean, is that more down there, or is that just, like, a pumpkin? Okay, those are just pumpkins. But it's kind of likely that there's, like, more beneath here with the underground structure. I need to come back here with the brush, because then we'll be able to, like, you know, get items from that. That, like, specially marked soil. What's up, cool man? How you doing? I know how long you've been lurking, but I was just talking about you. I don't know if it was you, but I was saying that, like, someone built, like, some massive owls, like, on the outskirts of, my plot there, and I was like, oh, you know, they're floating, and they're, like, pretty large. I was saying that it'd be kind of difficult to do that in survival mode, so I was like, oh, I wonder if Cool Man did that. Cool Man's like, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like someone's, throwing some L's at me. Alright, this is a pretty large cave by the looks of it, so this is kind of, like, good. Oh god. I, like, kind of jumped up there with the wings. I almost, like, flew over the edge. Actually... Alright, let me fly down here. You're on holiday, actually? Okay, yeah, then that was definitely someone else. There were signs on one of them, but I didn't want to read them, because if it was someone, like, writing something bad, then it's like, you know, I didn't want to risk showing that. Oh, that creeper blew up. So I missed a couple streams and not on the server. Oh yeah, it's all good. I hope you enjoy your holiday. Like, if you don't want to, like, sort of leak it, you don't have to, but I was gonna ask, like, where you're on holiday. It's like, I'm about to pull up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully it's some pretty nice place. Hopefully you're getting some relaxation in. Oh my god. It's funny because I thought the hissing was from the creeper in front of me, and I was like, how is it, like, hissing if I'm so far away? And all of a sudden, like, an explosion happens behind me. Yeah, it wants location. It's like, we're like, what hotel you're staying at, like, what room, what floor, like, all that. Hey, sup Venus. I'm somehow here in the late stream for me. Yeah, this is just kind of like the usual time I'm at. Like, I still want to do more, like, late night streams, which, you know, I think you'd probably be able to catch, because it'd be probably more at a better time for you. But this is kind of like my normal time. But yeah, I've been, like, slacking on the streams. I think yesterday was, like, the first time I was on in, like, probably, like, 5 or 6 days. So it was, like, almost a week, basically, of, like, having not been on. Oh, there's, some moss there. I think we might actually want to grab that, because I wanted to, like, test some stuff with the moss, like, carpets. Dude, like, these creepers are just sneaking up on me. Somewhat nice place, can stay longer than 2 weeks. To be honest, I don't even know where that is. Like, I've heard that, like, the name, I think, but I, like, don't know exactly, like, where that is. My geography skills are lacking. Oh, that was my fault. I was reading chat. Definitely around 6 to 8 a.m. for me when you stream, very late for yourself. I've had so much successful mining trips that I have 25 plus stacks of iron. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, if you find a really good cave, you can get so much stuff, like, it's crazy. I think I've had like 2 or 3 trips on the server where like I was in a mine for so long that like I was coming out with like over like 9 stacks of iron, like, you know, a few stacks of gold. With my Fortune 3 pick, you know, sometimes you'd have like over half a stack of diamonds. It was like kind of crazy. So it's always good when you're able to get like, you know, a cave like that is able to like give you tons of resources. So I definitely respect the grind. That's kind of why I'm here now. I'm trying to get some diamonds. Although I don't think we're going to find any at this level, but once we start making our way down and further into the cave, I'm hoping that we can get some stuff. Oh, that was close. My heart, like, kind of sank there a little bit. We got some blocks. Canada education, facts. Kosovo is near Serbia. It's like, I don't really know where that is either. Got the NA education. Alright. Ooh, okay. Oh my god. It just keeps going. Honestly, I kind of like when the caves are like this. Wait, is that dirt or like wood? Okay, that's just dirt. I don't mind like the underwater caves that are kind of like this, where it's like, you know, you have like a room to breathe. I would actually like not really mind it if they were like this more often. But I feel like this is like a rare find. Albania, North Macedonia, give them any country in Europe, you can't find it. Yeah, literally, I actually can't. I remember in geography class, unless, you know, it's just I have like bad memory or like wasn't paying attention, I'm pretty sure like the only stuff you like learn really in geography class is like relating to Canadian geography. Like I don't remember like, I mean obviously I remember like pictures of like the world map, because, you know, that's like, I feel like that's more for like an aesthetic. They're like, oh, we're learning about geography, but like I don't remember like reviewing where other countries were. It's like I just remember them like, you know, teaching like where, like what the provinces were in Canada and like where they were, I think. But I don't think they really stressed too much, like, where they were. It was more just, like, knowing what they were. Underwater caves have older generated diamond veins. Is that good or bad? I mean, I would probably say that's good, because, like, I think before they would always spawn, like, in kind of larger clusters, and, you know, a lot of the time now, it's like they spawn in like those sort of small patches, where sometimes you're only getting like 1 diamond. I was gonna say though, they released a snapshot, I think yesterday. I don't know if anyone here has like seen it, but it's like they're changing, like I think they're increasing diamond like generation at like Deep Slate, and they're like making changes to the villagers where like soon, if you want certain books, you'll have to get the villagers from like certain areas. So like if you wanted like, I think efficiency is like one of the exclusive books for like the desert biome. So if you wanted efficiency books, you'd actually have to like get a villager from a desert to get that kind of book. It's like, I'm not a fan of that change, like what they're planning on doing with the villagers, but I don't know. I guess, like, you know, they're trying to make it, like, more grindy. I gotta go see you. Alright, see you, cool man. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, in terms of GeoGuessr, I feel like there's no point. I wouldn't really be able to get anything. Maybe, like, every 100, like, guesses, I got, like, kind of close just by luck, but I'd be, like, terrible at that. Found an elytra today. Nice. Now you can finally fly around and be free, like a bird. You died 5 times in the nether because of picking brutes risky missions and F food, so left to eat so many apples, felt so good. Yeah, it can be kind of rough, like, you know, sometimes if you don't have, like, what you need, like, food-wise, or sometimes, you know, when you're starting out, sometimes you don't really have good armor, and, like, you're just getting, like, destroyed by all the mobs. Like, in this cave right now, like, if I had iron armor, it would be, like, really difficult to actually fight this, because, like, you know, each arrow that hits me would actually be, like, doing a bit of damage, but because we have, like, this really OP set of armor, it's like we're not really even taking damage from the arrows. So it's like I can kind of, like, slack off, like, even if I put my controller down and was, like, reading chat while I was getting, like, hit by a bunch of stuff, I'd probably have, like, a decent amount of time where I'd be able to just, like, stand there and take hits before I'd actually have to, like, start fighting them off. So when I needed it was only the bastion where it had treasure room with magma spawners. I think, did you get, like, a netherite upgrade there? Because, I don't know if you've gotten, like, the netherite upgrade yet, but that's actually where I ended up getting mine, was from one of those rooms. I don't know if they only spawn in those rooms or not, but, like, I checked, like, so many bastions, and then the one that finally had one of the netherite upgrades was the one with that, like, magma spawner. Oh my goodness, why is there so much stuff here? Chill! Apparently it's like saying I'm cheating. I'm trying to just grab some of these carpets because, maybe I'll grab some blocks too. Because I want to, like, test some stuff with this. It's just that I need... Oh, wow, look at that. That was kind of lucky. I swear I'm not using X-ray. Oh, wow, look at that. There were 5 diamonds there, and we got 16 thanks to Fortune 3. So I was looking for, they're expensive to craft. 50 diamonds to make 8. If you look in console ID, I'd probably have more than you. Oh, what, like more diamonds than me? Or, yeah. I mean, you probably do, because I've been, like, spending, like, so many diamonds. I don't know if you knew, because I haven't really, like, advertised it anywhere, but if you do, like, !PB, you can get, like, a command on how to craft it. But I added a plugin, like, I think a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, a couple weeks ago, something like that. And you can basically, like, craft, what do you call it, like a pocket beacon, but, like, it requires fuel. And, like, you can use, like, different, like, resources to, like, power it, but, like, diamond burns the longest. Like, 1 diamond equals 1 minute. So, like, I've been using, like, that beacon to, like, work on my base, to give me haste. So, I've literally, like, burned through, like, over, like, 2 stacks of diamonds. That's kind of, like, why I came out here to go mining, was because, I'm, like, running kind of low on diamonds now, so... Oh, anti-cheat warnings? Okay, I got you. Yeah. I don't know why it, like, so often falsely claims that, like, someone's cheating, but I'm kind of hoping it might be fixed soon, because, I'm using a, like, free version of that plugin, like the anti-cheat, but the free version won't be supported anymore. By, like, oh my god. Friggin' skeletons, man, they're everywhere. The free version won't be supported by, like, the end of August, so I'm gonna have to like, basically pay for the official one, but I think the official one is, like, well, they're both official, but the paid one, I think, is, like, better. Like, I think it has more features, and I think, like, in a sense, they're updated the same currently, but that's what I mean, is, like, by the end of August, they're gonna stop updating the free one, so you kind of, in a sense, are forced to pay for it, unless you go with, like, a different anti-cheat, but to be honest, I kind of like the one we have, because, like, I have seen it firsthand that it actually, like, does stop, like, legitimate cheaters. But I'm hoping that once we get that, I'm hoping it maybe, like, doesn't falsely flag as much. Hopefully, but I probably won't, just because, like I was saying, I think at the moment they're, like, updated the same, so I'd be, like, surprised if it actually did have a difference like that. Yeah, I think some stuff is, like, definitely the cross-platform stuff, without a doubt. What is happening? Yeah, like, perfect example is about the cross-platforms thing, is sometimes you can see that the crafting is, like, really weird. Like, sometimes it just gives you such a hard time trying to craft stuff. Normally it's not, like, too bad, but it seems like, sometimes it can kind of be annoying. I'd recommend making those raw iron into raw iron blocks. Yeah, I know someone told me that, like, once before, that, you know, like, save space. I haven't made, like, a crafting bench yet, but I brought a shulker box, so I'll probably keep them as, like, the regular iron, and I'll just, like, throw them into the shulker box once we, like, desperately need space, because I still have, like, so much junk in my inventory I can throw out, like the rotten flesh and, like, spider eyes and stuff. But once we're actually out of room, I'll probably just, like, throw it in the shulker box. And then if we run out of room in the shulker box, then I'll probably, yeah, craft them into blocks. I don't really know how long we'll be mining for, though. So, I don't know if we'll end up filling up that, shulker or not. I just heard a bat die. Alright, maybe let's check down here. I know at the surface there was, like, another part of the cave that we didn't go down initially. I kind of wanted to, like, avoid heading in this direction, because as you can see, it's heading up instead of down, but hopefully it's just, like, briefly going up and then goes back down or something. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, we're mainly here for diamonds, so if we're not at diamond level, it's kind of pointless. Oh. That creeper's probably gonna love this. I'm kind of surprised that creeper didn't, like, come down while I was, like, trapped. He wanted a fair fight. I think that's what it was. Also, hang on, I'm just gonna check really quick. Alright, yeah, we're good. It's like I can't escape from those spikes. They're everywhere. Yeah, do you mean, like, you know, you just find them all the time, or, like, you actually get, like, stuck on them? Because I was gonna say that, yeah, if you're on Bedrock, there's actually, like, an official, like, a known issue that they have said that they can't really fix, just based on the nature of like, the sort of plugin, you know, that allows Bedrock and Java to play together. If you're on Bedrock, it's like bamboo and these spikes. I think just the way, like, the entities are, yeah, if you, like, run into them, you can see it's, like, has these weird collision boxes that, like, basically get you stuck. But apparently, like, they've known about it for a long time, but just apparently there isn't really a way for them to fix it, which kind of sucks. But, you know, It is what it is. Stuck on them? Yeah, I feel that. But if you gotta go, I hope you have a great night, Venus. I appreciate you stopping in. Is that floating? Pretty much. It's like just barely hanging on there. At least we found more cave here that we haven't like been to yet. Oh, wow, look at that. That's interesting. Also, welcome to the server, Psyched. I don't know if you joined earlier. I think that's the first time you joined. I don't really pay too much attention to the in-game chat, normally. Like, if I see it, I'll acknowledge it, like, on stream. But yeah. I kind of got, like, confused there when it posted that message in the chat. Like, in the in-game chat, like, for the streaming drops. Because, like, I was like, wait, doesn't it? You have to be on the server for that? But, like, I know it gave out drops, even if you're not logged into the server. But I didn't realize it would post the messages, like, saying it gave the drops if the person wasn't on the server. I was, like, confused there for a second. Got some lighting glitches. Alright, let's see what we got. And it's a dead end. I almost, like, jinxed myself. I was like, oh, let's see what we got. You know, I'm expecting some, like, big things, and it's just a dead end. The game is breaking my heart. Alright, I think I'm gonna remove the wings. And then just do something like this. I think we're gonna throw the moss in here because I want to hold on to that, and then we'll, like, throw the ores and stuff in here. I'll hold on to, like, 1 stack of coal. Or maybe, like, half a stack. That's probably gonna be okay. I guess I'll also throw in, like, a stack of wood. And that's probably good. So yeah, like I was saying, if we run out of space in the shulker, then I'll make them into blocks, but for now, I think we'll probably have enough space. Just using the shulker box to store stuff. So probably just gonna keep it in the regular ore form. I was thinking about, like, getting the ore before killing this, but then I was, like, thinking, you know, it probably is gonna be kind of annoying to be hit with arrows while you're trying to do stuff. Also, our gear has mending, but I'm still, like, kind of worried, about, about, you know, like, having it damaged. Alright, looks like that was all there was. Although, we only got 2, so that means Fortune 3 didn't activate. I feel like they should change Fortune 3 and, like, make it where if it's a certain level, like, the effect is guaranteed. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, the max amount of diamonds every time, but it's kind of, like, crazy if you have Fortune 3. It's still, like, pretty common to, like, only get, like, the regular amount of ore. I feel like, you know, it should be, like, if you have Fortune 3... I think I mentioned this once before on one of my streams. I was saying that they should do it where, like, if you have, like, the max level of an enchantment, you get, like, a bit of an extra buff with, like, a special effect. Or, like, you know, if you have, like, multiple pieces of gear, you know, like, with armor. I don't know if it actually already does that with the armor, because I think at one point someone had said if you had, like, every piece of gear with protection, you got, like, an extra buff. But this was, like, many years ago, so I don't even know if that was true or if it still is a thing, if it even was. Other side. I'm gonna take that. I actually don't know if I've seen that in a dungeon before, that record disc. I don't think you can craft saddles, so I'll actually take those two. Because, I think we've used a lot on our skeleton horses. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying with the enchantments, I think it'd be cool if they did, like, bonus stuff like that. Like, you know, maybe if you had, like, sharpness 5, maybe it was, like, it'd be possible to get, like, almost like a bleed effect. Where, if you, like, get, like, maybe, let's say, it doesn't even have to be every hit, but maybe, let's say, you get critical, like, a critical hit where you, like, jump and it does that, like, particle effect. Maybe it would, like, activate, like, a bleed thing where it, like, hits them, like, for half a heart over the next, like, 3 seconds every second or something like that, you know? Something like a little bit of a buff. Because you have, like, the max level enchantment or something. I can't even, like, really tell if there's anything down here. Doesn't really look like there was anything here that was, like, valuable. I got scammed. Honestly, sometimes I think I have, like, short-term memory loss or something. It's like once we got to the top of that, like, hole that we were in, I was, like, looking, like, left and right, and I was like, I don't even remember, like, which way I came from, even though we were there, like, less than a minute ago. It's just, like, my brain, like, didn't even, like, recall. Alright. To infinity and beyond. Alright, this is just the top. Yeah, oh look, uncovered one of the older caves, or like tunnels. I was gonna say also earlier, about like, what do you call it, like the YouTube shorts. I posted one yesterday for like the first time in almost a week, or maybe even like more than a week. And like thankfully it like did really well. It was funny because like, before the one I posted yesterday, because I had changed like the video format or like whatever, I was like worried that they had like changed the algorithm or something. I think maybe they like did, possibly. But before it was like kind of easy for me to get like a YouTube short to like do really well. Like, you know, the stuff I post isn't even really like special. It's just kind of like random stuff that we come across on the server. But yeah, it's like I had been like struggling to get one to do well for like a really long time, because then I was like worried they changed the algorithm, but thankfully yesterday we had one and it did well. I was pretty happy about that. I was like, finally. Alright, I'm not really sure how to get to where we were before from here. Because this place is already, like, looking like a maze. I think I might just start digging straight up and then hope that we come across, like another cave or something. It sounds like there's a zombie, like, very close, so, I mean, I would kind of assume that we'll find one soon. I think it's getting quieter, so we're kind of heading in the opposite direction, but I'd be down to kind of do, like, I can't even, like, see. That was weird. It, like, wasn't letting me place blocks, but then once I, like, put the light, then it was, like, there was nothing obstructing me there. It must have been, Herobrine, you know, that, like, ghost from back in the day on, Minecraft. He was, like, there with me in this hole, and it was just, like, you know, it was detecting, like, another player/entity, and it was like, oh, you can't place the blocks there. That must have been, what it was. Alright, there's dirt. We're at Y26. I think that's probably still, like, too low to be close to the surface. I think the surface is, like, Y50-ish. 60, something like that. Honestly, though, that structure we found earlier, that you need, like, the brush for, I'm actually kind of happy we found that. I hope I remember that I took, like, a screenshot of that, because even though it might be kind of, like, boring to watch, I'm definitely down to come back there at some point and, like, you know, bring us some brushes, because I think you can get, like, multiple different armor trims from the surface underground structures that you can't get from the underwater ones. So there is an incentive there to actually, like, you know, check those out. Okay, we're at, like, Y60 whatever, and then we just broke a dirt, so that should be the surface. Oh, look at that. It was literally, like, one more block. Oh, wow, look at that. We're even, like, really close. Alright, there's water. I kind of forget... Oh, yeah, okay. It's kind of funny, because, yeah, like, we came out right at that structure that we were just talking about. I kind of forget where the cave was, like, how we got into the cave from here. Maybe we, like, flew in this direction, I think. Or I think it was actually right here, now that I'm looking at it, yeah. Oh my god. That was close. When we hit the wall, I saw it, like, me lose half a heart, and I was like, okay, that's not bad at all. And then, like, it updated, and then we lost, like, more than half our health. That was kind of, like, a bit intimidating. See, it's kind of interesting, because, like, I mean, clearly there's torches there, but, like, didn't we go down here, or did we, like, stop? Because, you know, I see torches here. I guess maybe we did stop. Yeah, we didn't, like, check this out, I guess. But this is why I wanted to go back up to the surface, is because at the top here, there was this other, like, part of the cave, so... Because where we were at, we weren't really finding much stuff anymore, I kind of wanted to do, like, almost a bit of a reset, you know? Come up here, check out this other part of the cave, and hope that it, like, goes further down into, like, an area that we hadn't been to yet. Obviously, at the surface here, we haven't been here, so... We're at least getting iron and stuff. I can use iron in the pocket beacon, just that if I'm not mistaken, I think iron, I'd have to double check it, but I think it only lasts like 20 to like 30 seconds, something like that. So it's like, it still runs the beacon, but it's like, doesn't run it anywhere close to as efficient as diamonds. So, that's kind of why I'm, like, still trying to mainly get diamonds. Oh, that looks really nice. Why are there so many zombies? I was kind of hoping to pull out the wings there and get, like, some XP to repair them. Also, I haven't said it, whoops. Oh, dude, that's annoying. I haven't said it, today yet, so I'll say it. I'm really looking forward to Starfield, man. It's like, I wish that game would just come out already. Like, I'm wanting to play something, like, new. And I was mentioning this, like, yesterday, because I mention it, like, every stream, pretty much, which is why I was saying I didn't mention it today, so I wanted to mention it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing it. I was mentioning, like, a bit more in depth than usual yesterday. That, like, I think one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to it so much is because, you know, like, I like Fallout. That sort of, like, style of game, where it's, like, you know, open world, it's, like, you know, you can make your own character, your, like, dialogue choices, like, affect what happens in the story and stuff like that. I like those kinds of games, and it's, like, you know, the space aspect is, like, kind of interesting, too. I used to play Elite Dangerous all the time. I wasn't very good at it, but, it was a pretty good game. The only problem is, though, is that I don't know if they're ever going to come back to it. I mean, you know, that's, I think, kind of on the fence. But they actually, like, stopped working on Elite Dangerous on consoles. So, like, they made it, like, a sort of system where you can, like, request to have your console account, like, ported over to the PC version. But, like, when they tell you once it's, like, ported over, it can't be, like, ported back. So, maybe there's a chance they won't, work on the game again, but, let me grab that carpet. But anyway, yeah, like, that used to be a really good game. I mean, in a sense, it still probably is, just that I don't think it's been updated to, like, the same state as PC for, like, a long time. But, if anyone doesn't know what Elite Dangerous is, it basically is, oh god. I'm just trying to craft, but, like, the crafting is, like, so glitchy. But yeah, it's basically, like, an open-world, like, space exploration kind of game. It's, like, you can kind of choose how you want to play. Like, there's, like, obviously a lot of, like, bots and AI, but you can also run into, like, real players, but regardless, you can, like, choose to be, like, a pirate, and then, like, the AI bots, will, like, come after you, like, the sort of, like, police, because you'll have, like, a bounty on you. But yeah, you can be, like, a pirate, just, like, destroying other ships, like, you know, stealing their cargo and stuff, like, in that sense. You can be, like, a mining ship, which basically, you know, you go to, like, asteroid belts and, like, you know, mine, like, various ores and stuff for money. You can basically be, like, a bounty collector, like, you know, I guess it goes back to, like, the pirate thing. You can be, like, someone that actually goes around, like, destroying ships that have bounties on them, for money. I think there was some other stuff. You could go exploring, like, going to unexplored systems, like, scanning the planets and stuff, and then you could, like, sell that, like, exploration data to, like, the space stations in the game. So it's like, you know, you basically, like, get paid to discover new systems. You could basically be, like, a cargo freighter kind of thing, where it's like, you know, you accept jobs to, like, transport, like, stuff to different systems and stations and stuff. They, like, before, like, for a long time, it was literally just, like, space. But then they added, like, a DLC slash update. Well, it kind of was a DLC because you had to, like, pay for it. But they added, like, a DLC where you could actually, like, land on planets, and you could also, like, drive around this little, like, car that would be, like, stored in your ship, like, on the planet's surface and stuff like that. So there were, like, then, like, surface-based missions. I don't know if they ever released it, but I know that they were planning, like, I think their next update was, like, not only car stuff, but also that you'd be able to, like, leave your ship and, like, walk around, and, like, you know, there's gonna be, like, missions where you'll actually have, like, an assault rifle. Oh my god, what is with these creepers? Oh, that's bad. Thankfully, we barely took any damage, but normally when a creeper does that, normally that's like a death sentence. And when he jumps on top of you, like, directly and explodes, normally that is, like, guaranteed death if you have, like, bad armor. Like, even if you have base iron armor, I've, like, died like that before. Where, he goes literally, like, right on top of you, his, like, entity box is, like, inside of yours, and he just blows up. It's cool to see that there's a slime here. Alright, I'm actually gonna grab the slime. I guess we'll get rid of the blocks. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, we're good. And I just want to check something real quick. Participants. Okay, interesting. Alright, hopefully we don't start lagging. Oh, we dropped a little bit of frames earlier. I just want to, like, check something. But yeah, I really am looking forward to Starfield. That's like, I think it will probably be, like, pretty good. At least in terms of me enjoying the game. Because I know it's kind of bad to, like, kind of have, like, really low standards, but, you know, like, I've put so many hours into Fallout 76 that I think even if, like, Starfield was, like, pretty broken, I would still probably, like, be willing to play it and, like, probably still enjoy it to some extent. Because that's basically what happened with Fallout 76, is, you know, even now it's, like, a pretty broken game. Like, it just kind of, like, looks and feels clunky a lot of the time. But, you know, like, I'd been playing since, like, beta. And, like, I still kind of enjoy the game. I think one of the problems with Fallout 76 is, that, you know, they use, like, their old engine. Like, I think even Starfield is gonna be, like, Bethesda's old engine, because, like, they keep using this, like, extremely old engine to, like, make all their games. Like, I think even from, like, the original Xbox, or, like, Xbox 360, whatever it was. Like, they've been using that same engine, I think, since then. So it's, like, a broken mess. Like, I think the engine that they were using doesn't even support online play, and they still use that engine to make Fallout 76. At least it's what I had, like, heard in terms of the engine, was that, like, you know, that apparently it's not meant for multiplayer stuff, because it's so old, and, like, they still tried using it for that. But honestly, that kind of, like, makes a lot of sense why it was, like, such a broken disaster. Like, not only at launch, but, like I said, even if you were to load up today, it's, like, still kind of, like, feels kind of clunky. Like, not very smooth. Like, you know, it doesn't even come down to really, like, internet connection. At that point, it's more just, like, you know, I think just the gameplay itself. Alright, let me swap these out. I'm just gonna take a little bit of coal out, put the disc in there, put the saddle in there, put the moss carpets in there, slime balls, I'll put the gunpowder in. Maybe leave, like, one in my inventory, just so I know that, like, I'm actually picking up the gunpowder when I, like, kill stuff. Put that in there. I don't really want the bones, but maybe I'll hold on to them for now. Like, we have a lot of, like, mob drops. Let me throw out the arrows. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get rid of the bones, because we have, like, a lot. I guess I'll get rid of the rotten flesh, too. Yeah, it's probably good, I think. Alright, let's make another stack of torches. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to judge because I haven't, like, ever done really game development. Like, in some of my computer programming classes, we'd make, like, really basic games. This is, like, mainly back in high school, but yeah, like, I haven't really done, like, proper game development, so in a sense, it's kind of hard to judge. But, like, sometimes when you see how broken games are, it's, like, I can kind of relate to it. In the sense that, like, I know why it's kind of broken. Like, obviously, I know there's more, like, technical stuff about, you know, like, deadlines and stuff, because obviously, like, it is a job, and, like, you do have to, like, sort of perform within certain timelines, especially for, like, companies that, you know, they're, like, listed on, like, the stock exchange, and, you know, like, the developers, you know, they have to, like, kind of please, like, shareholders, you know, by making lots of money. So I know there's more, like, technical stuff behind it, but sometimes when a game is, like, really broken, I know, like, why it's broken, in the sense that, because I used to do that with some of my programming stuff, is sometimes you do have a deadline where it's, like, you know, you need, like, to have something done, but then, like, the deadline rolls around, and it's either, like, you know, let's say, like, get a 0 on an assignment, or you submit it, like, broken / incomplete, and you get, like, part marks. And sometimes, you know, like, you're close to having it done, so you still get, like, you know, like, 70% or more, a little bit more, a little bit less, but it's, like, you know, it's not great, but it's not, like, bad. I think that's what a lot of developers kind of, like, seem to be doing. Oh, they sold in a torch. In a sense, because sometimes you see a game and it's, like, so broken. I could kind of relate to that, because not only with deadlines, but sometimes you just get so fed up, like, working on something, that you're just, like, kind of over it, you know, like, you just kind of submit it. Like, even when I'm making, like, obviously, like I mentioned before, the TikToks, and YouTube shorts that I make, they're, like, not really anything special. It's, like, they don't really have, like, a clear purpose. It's more just like I mentioned before, it's more just, like, showcasing like, stuff that I found on the server or something, so it's just more, like, random stuff. But sometimes it's, like, you know, I kind of, like, give up. Like, sometimes I can't really find a song that, like, kind of fits really well with, what's happening in the video or something, and you just, like, pick something that just, like, doesn't really fit the video per se, but it might just sound catchy, and then you just kind of, like, call it a day, and then, like, you know, go with that. So I think that's a thing I've kind of noticed with a lot of games nowadays, is, like, I kind of get where the developers are coming from, in the sense that, like, it's kind of just, like, a laziness, you know, because I can kind of, like, relate to it, in a sense, you know, when I see stuff that's, like, isn't functioning properly, or, like, you know, you can tell it's kind of, like, half-assed. It's like, yeah, I've seen this somewhere before. I can relate to that. I know it'd be kind of, like, cheesy as hell, but, like, I almost want to, like, see if there's a plugin I can get where it's, like, you can just, like, enter a command and, like, you keep your coordinates the same, except for the Y coordinate. Like, you know, you can just go, like, bam, straight up to the surface. Like, it detects, like, around surface level, like, where there's, like, a lot of open space. And if there's like, if it meets like certain requirements and it determines that it actually is like the surface based on like its criteria or whatever, then it just like, you know, puts you there. Because obviously, you know, there could be like a really wide open cave like this, so you'd probably want to like have it set where it's like, needs to be like, let's say above Y60 or something like that. Also, we are dropping some frames, so I don't know if we actually are or not, because, you know, it's kind of hard to, like, see. Because, yesterday when I was checking, I think it was, like, Restream, they had, like, a sort of stream report, that, like, gives you highlights of, like, telling you stuff of, like, the stream. And I think I was looking at YouTube, or it was either on YouTube or it was Restream, but, it was like an after-stream report, and it said that we hadn't, like, dropped any frames. So I don't know if that was, like, true or not, because, like, yesterday we actually had dropped a lot of frames. Let me just check. Alright, let me, try something really quick. Exclamation mark join. Oh, that's probably why, now that I think about it. Let me close Botrix. Or, let me close a Restream and let me load up Botrix. I just want to check something here. Log in with Twitch. Alright, let me go to YouTube settings, chatbot. Is this even enabled? Okay, a chatbot is enabled. Confirm. Botrix. Alright, maybe let me see if I can add, like, moderators, community moderation. Oh, Botrix already is there, okay, let me close that, and now let me try doing exclamation mark join. Oh, top chat, that's probably why, all chats. Okay, no, it still hasn't posted. Commands. Rank. I don't know why it's not posting that. Oh, now it just did. Okay, we're good. Let me close this. Oh yeah, we dropped like a ton of frames, I guess, while I wasn't looking. Alright, I think I'm gonna close some stuff. Like some tabs, because like I had a tab open for YouTube and Kick and Twitch, and I think like all of them were playing the stream. I think like, at least for Kick, I think it's like unless you're full screened, it like doesn't actually play the video. But I'm just gonna close like Kick and YouTube. If we need to like, you know, open some settings or whatever, then yeah. Then we'll be able to do that, I think, like, ourselves. Alright, cool. Let's keep moving, and hopefully we can find, like, another cave, like, maybe kind of far from here, so that way it will hopefully not, like, link up to where we just were. But yeah, we'll see if that maybe helps with the frame drops. I don't really think it would, though, because, like, we have a really, like, high download speed. So I don't think, ooh, I like this. Um, so I think with, like, streams, I think it's primarily using download speed instead of upload speed. Like, I guess it would still be putting strain on, like, the connection, because, you know, like, across, like, a cable, there's only, like, so much traffic it can handle. So maybe it would help to some extent, but I think obviously watching stuff is, like, primarily using download speed. So, I don't know. I mean, obviously, since I closed the tab, so we're not, like, dropping as many frames, so maybe, maybe that is a sign. What the heck? He's got, like, this massive bone in his hands. Okay, that goes pretty far down. I hate when it does that. When you're, like, hitting A to, like, jump kind of quickly, and then it activates the wings. Yeah, like right there, it just activated again. I couldn't really show it in time. Alright, you know what, we'll just head down. Oh, that was close. Alright, we are at the bottom. Oh, there's some diamonds. Do. Also, I wanted to, like, check something else as well. Ugh, man. Okay, let me load up Kick. Might, like, drop a little bit of frames again in a second. I wanted to, like, update the title and stuff before I forget. Alright, there we go. Title is updated there. I think I need to do it from Restream. Actually, hang on, let me load up YouTube. Sorry about this. It's kind of annoying, like, with the multi-streaming thing a little bit sometimes, just because, kind of, like, have to, like, manage multiple, like, platforms, pretty much. I just want to, like, update the title. Alright, change of save, there we go. And I think I can close that now. Alright, I think we're good. Sorry about that. Only one piece. Feels bad, man. Okay, let's just looping back around. Oh, okay, we fell, but, you know, it led us to an area we hadn't, been to yet. Let's see what we got down here. Where are my diamonds, man? You know what's sad about this, though, is that, like, by the time we're done mining today, we'll probably have, like, let's say a stack, maybe if we're lucky, like, 2 stacks of diamonds. But that's, like, gonna be burned up, like, instantly in our pocket beacon. Because as I was mentioning before, it's, I mean, obviously I could change it if I wanted to kind of be, like, a bit scummy, like, and cheesy. But, basically, at the moment, the default was, like, 1 diamond is equivalent to 1 minute of beacon time. So, basically, like, a stack of diamonds is, like, just over an hour of beacon time. But, that's what I mean, is that it's really not much, so even though we're, like, doing a ton of mining, and by the end we might have, like, a lot of diamonds, it's, like, gonna be burned up so quickly. So, you know, our effort might not actually, like, kind of be rewarded. I could always, you know, like, do some cheesy stuff, too, if I wanted to, like, give myself diamonds or something to, like, power it, but I kind of want to do things, like, as legit as possible, because I think I mentioned this, like last week or 2 weeks ago. I was saying I didn't really want to, like, live in a base that, like, was too, like, cheesed. You know, like, we've done some kind of, like, stuff here and there that's, like, you know, questionable. You know, for example, we had Coolman go into creative mode to help us with our underwater base by, like, draining it with sponges, because, when I put sponges down in, like, survival mode, I wasn't putting down enough, because, you know, obviously sponges are more difficult to get. So, we were putting sponges down, and it, like, was soaking up the water, but then it would immediately, like, fill in again once you broke the sponges. Like, the water would sort of, like, self-repair and, like, refill in the area that was just drained by the sponges. So it's like you kind of needed to have so many sponges down that, like, the water actually would be gone with, like, no chance of, like, repairing itself, basically. Alright, sticks. Yeah, look at that. We're at 48 diamonds, so we're almost at a stack, but like I said, currently that's, like, less than an hour, basically. Well, currently it's, like, less than an hour, but if we get 64, it would be just over an hour, but regardless, it's, like, not really crazy in terms of the beacon time. Oh, whoops, I forgot. I wanted to grab this. Also, we still need to get more netherite. You can see our helmet is still diamond, and, like, our axe I don't really care about, because you can see, like, I don't really use an axe very often, so it's like we don't really need it to begin with. But, so that's why it's only, like, on Breaking 3, Efficiency 4. Let's, dig up. The shovel is, like, good. I can show you. It's, like, you know, you can see it's Silk Touch and Breaking 3, Efficiency 5, and Mending 1. So, it actually is, like, a good tool, and I want to get it, like, netherite. It's just that, like, netherite is such a pain to get. Like, it's annoying to get to begin with, but, as was, like, kind of, like, discussed recently on, like, Discord, it's, like, the beds don't really work. Like, they don't explode in the nether, because, like, one of the like, griefing plugins that I have has an option to, like, enable or disable exploding beds. But for some reason, I mean, I haven't tried in, like, you know, multiple weeks. But when I had tried before, every time I had tried, like, setting the option to allow bed explosions in the nether, like, after I would save the changes, once you restart the server to, like, have those changes take effect, then, like, the config file would, like, auto-update and, like, disable the beds in the nether. So, like, I don't really know, like, what to do to get around that. I mean, I never ended up asking on their Discord why that might be the case, but, yeah, because I haven't, like, gotten around to doing that, and that's kind of why it's, like, the beds are still disabled. If I enabled the beds, then I would probably be in the nether, like, right now, like, trying to get more netherite to, like, save up. Because, as you know, as I was just mentioning, we still have a lot of tools that, like, still need netherite to be upgraded. And, yeah. I actually, one of the reasons why I stopped mining for netherite, like, just with my pickaxe, even though it's more inconvenient than, like, using beds, obviously, one of the reasons why I stopped before is because I still had the anti-cheat on for the nuker. So, like, if it detected that you were breaking too many blocks too quickly, it would, like, kick you from the server. But I had, like, disabled that, like, I think a week or two ago. So, now that I think about it, I probably could go back into the nether and actually, like, mine looking for more netherite. So, I might have to do that at some point. That might be something to, like, we can do to maybe, like, mix it up a little bit. I mean, it's not really much of a mix-up because we'd still be, like, breaking stuff non-stop. Oh, God. Because that's kind of what I'm doing it with my base at the moment, is we're doing a lot of, oh, man, that was close. A lot of breaking stuff. Alright, I see a cave over here. Honestly, I kind of want to get back to where we were at. It just, well, actually, it might be in this direction, because it's still, like, birch. But yeah, if we can get back to where we were... Okay, maybe this is just, like, regular forest now. This actually looks pretty sick. But yeah, like usual, when we went into the cave, I think there were, like, 2 separate ways to go, and we went, you know, one of the 2 ways, so I'd be down to try finding this cave again. Oh, here we go, here's birch, so I think it's probably in this direction. Is there one of those underwater structures? Oh, God. It's kind of hard to, like, see. There's a dark oak biome. I see a cave here. I don't think this is the one we were in, though. Alright, yeah, that doesn't really seem like it goes much places. If I see a beehive, I think I'll actually, like, grab it. I was, like, flying past here, and I was thinking, like, oh, I remember you could oh, is that a beehive there? Oh, no, that's just a log. I was gonna say, I remember on, like, the last Bedrock server we had, That was like one of the ways I'd get like beehives is they would tend to spawn in these like plains biomes, like on these trees. Right, that ravine didn't really go deep enough for me to want to like go caving there. Oh, there's already torches here. What the heck? I don't know if this was me that looted this or if it was someone else. I guess I'll like grab this. A little bit of iron. I mean, obviously, if I had come here, it was so long ago, I don't remember coming here, but if I had to take a guess, it probably was me, because this is like... Well, I mean, maybe not, because this is kind of close to spawn. Only like a couple thousand blocks away, so maybe it was someone else that went here. But, yeah, a lot of the caves, even like 5,000 blocks away from my base slash spawn. Even some of those, you know, I've personally mined. So it's like, you know, even if you go kind of far out, there's like still a chance that like the cave has been looted. Which does kind of make it a little bit difficult. You know, for people that are looking for a cave. I kind of forget who it was, but I think like a couple weeks ago someone was mentioning that. Is like they were... yeah, I forget who it was, but they were like asking to go caving with me. Yeah, that was looted. And like, I was basically saying, oh, I mean, long story short, I was basically saying no. But regardless, then, like, I guess they did end up looking for their own cave, and then, like, they were mentioning all the caves, like, that they were looking for, like, close to where my base was, were already, like, mined out. I mean, you know, that's kind of a given, just because, like, the sort of nature of it is, you know, obviously, the longer someone's been in an area, especially, like, in an area with, like, lots of players that they tend to go to, it's like, you know, there's going to be a probably pretty large radius, where, you know, you can't find, like, new stuff, or it's already been looted. But I know, like, if you're just starting out and you don't have wings, it can be, like, a huge pain moving around, because obviously then, like, even if you're in a boat, and you go, like, a few thousand blocks out, like I said, now, it's like, even if you go, like, 5,000 or 6,000 blocks out, there's still a chance that, that, like, the cave is looted, because I've personally, like, have gone that distance before, and, like, gone into caves and, like, mined there and stuff. That cave kind of looked just a little bit decent, from what I could tell from the top, but I think we'll just keep moving for now. But anyway, yeah, the point I was trying to make is, like, it's kind of getting more difficult to actually, like, find areas that aren't looted. That I'm reluctant to actually, like, reset any part of the world, because I still... What kind of tree is this? I think that might be one of the swamp trees, but it looks, like, so weird. Azalea leaves. Is it just me, or is this, like, alright, I'll put this back. But, like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's like it's literally an oak tree, but its leaves are azalea leaves. I don't know if I chop that. If actually, no, you know what, we'll do it. Just out of the sake of curiosity. I don't know if that's actually gonna, like, do anything or not, but, also in here, I'm just gonna quickly, like, throw away, like, all our junk. Like, a lot of these spare blocks. That's probably good. Azalea. Wait, is that actually like a tree? Like, I guess maybe you can bone meal it and like get stuff. I wasn't expecting the tree to actually like start decaying. That is like surprising for me personally. Um, but yeah, I think, you know, in a sense now, well, it's good and bad, I guess. But in a sense, I almost regret chopping it down because that's the first time I've ever seen that on Minecraft. Um, like, you know, a tree like this where it actually has, like, instead of oak leaves, it has, like, azalea leaves. Like, I didn't realize that was actually, like, a thing that could happen. But considering it's dropping these, like, bushes, I'm assuming that, like, if you get, like, you can see it just dropped one there. I'm assuming if you get, like, the bushes, if you, like, bone meal it, I'm assuming it, like, gives you, like, a tree like that, where it's, like, has oak wood, but it, has, like, azalea leaves. I'm assuming that's, like, how you get that. But I didn't realize they could sort of spawn naturally, or, you know, if that was just a glitch. I don't think it was a glitch, though, like I said. I'm assuming that's just what it was, is, like, you know, a random generation. We got kind of, like, lucky there. But it's like, you know, I guess if you probably bone meal those azalea bushes, it gives you, like, an actual tree. I've never, like, had tried that before, but that's, like, pretty interesting. I don't know if anyone's been here before, because normally when it, like, starts lagging like this, like, you can see it starts taking longer to, like, generate stuff. Normally that means, like, no one's been here before. But, like, it's weird, because, like, I think I had mentioned this before, there were a few people on the server before, and, like, they were, like, skilled players, and, like, they actually were able to, like, you know, play on their own without, like, any help from me at all. But, like, I never, like, found out where their bases were, so, like, I'm kind of curious where they might have actually, like, gone to set up their base, because, you know, sometimes when we go out, you know, we're not even that far from spawn, but it's still, like, loading as if this is new terrain, so it makes me wonder, like, where the heck that those players went, you know, to build their bases, because, like, I think based on the amount of exploration I've done, unless they decided to build underground, I feel like I probably would have, like, ran into their bases by now. Unless they went, like, super, super far out, like, we're talking tens of thousands of blocks, because otherwise I should have found their bases by now. I mean, not that I, like, want to, like, expose. That's kind of funny, the kid, like, jumping on the stuff there, the bed. But yeah, I would have thought by now that I would have actually, like, seen their bases, just because, it does seem, like, a little bit odd to me that I haven't, like, encountered their bases. Because, like I said, you know, like, they haven't been on, I think, like, the few of them, in, like, a long time, I don't think, but, when they were playing frequently, like, they were playing a lot, so, like, you know, I think they would have had, like, a base somewhere. Alright, let's head out of here. There was nothing in here. I don't know if this was because it was already looted, or, you know, or what, but... Oh, look at that. There's, like, a ship there. Alright, our wings still have a decent amount of durability. I think I might have been here before. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, like I was saying, the generation, I think, is, like, new terrain, because it's, like, taking longer to load. I saw, like, the stone or gravel there, and I was like, yeah, I think I have been here before, but then I was like, never mind. Ooh, I see a goat. Yeah, like, there's a lot of goats here. Yeah, there's actually a ton up there, holy crap. I wish there was, like, an easy way to, like, transport animals. Honestly, I think they should do something like that. Like add, I know there's mods for it. Like add a box where where you can like store animals, like, you know, only one per, like, let's say box. But they could maybe even make it where it like adds like a slowness effect, you know, like depending on what animal it is. Like, you know, if it's like a cow or something, obviously maybe you get like slowness 1 or 2 while you have the box in your inventory or something. But I think they should make it like easier to transport like animals. I'm gonna leave that there just because, you know, I don't like really tampering with like certain structures. I mean, certain structures, you know, it's like to loot them, you have to tamper with them. But I don't really want to, like, destroy the village. This is, like, a really nice village, actually. Look at that. I didn't realize beehives could spawn on, Yeah, look at that. There's actually a lot of beehives here. Holy crap. But I didn't realize that beehives could spawn on, cherry blossoms. I almost want to grab these. I think I will. There we go. Total bee location. Where was the other one? Oh, here it is. Alright, I'm just gonna throw the bushes in there, I'll throw the wood in there, I'll throw the beehives in there, throw the iron in there. I'll just do a quick run through and see if there's any more beehives, like, while we're here. I feel, in a sense, kind of bad taking them, because it's like, you know, like I said, I don't really like interfering too much with, like, the natural generation of stuff, especially if I'm not, like, gonna live there, or, like, I don't really plan on looting the structure, you know. Kind of sucks that I'm, like, taking all the beehives, but I wanted to do bee stuff eventually, and, like, while we're here, like, the beehives don't even look that good on these trees, you know, when they spawn. Like, it does seem a little bit out of place, so I don't feel like that bad taking them, but at the same time, you know, it is kind of interfering a little bit with, like, the natural order of things, sort of. Time is it? Hey, Subsen, how you doing? Not really much is going on, I'm just kind of exploring. I was mainly looking for a cave, but now I'm just kind of looking for other stuff, too, while I'm out here. Well, speaking of cave, that kind of looks a bit promising. And it's also pretty interesting that there's that portal. Got a PC? I mean, I'm playing on Xbox. But, like, the server is, like, Java. So, like, if you're on PC, you can join. Like, I have a laptop, but I don't really, like, play stuff on my laptop. Alright, that doesn't really look like it goes down far enough for my liking, so I think we'll keep our search going. Looks like another lava pool. Do you have commands? Yeah, I do. But for follow age, you need to, you need to, like, not include a space for the follow age. It's just, like, all one word. Yeah, there you go. 7 months. I appreciate it. I think we might actually end up finding a mansion here, because they spawn in these dark oak biomes, and this seems like a pretty large one. And it's pretty far from spawn, so there always is that chance. Alright, I don't think those are torches down there. I think that's just, like, lava and some other, like, natural lighting, probably. Alright, our wings are almost at half durability. trying to keep an eye on the wings just to make sure they don't break. I think we'll still be fine. It's just that, yeah, we are kind of doing a lot of flying. Holy crap, what is this? Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, I got hit with trident. Oh my god, there's a lot of drowned. That explains what all those bright lights were. I was like, what is that? It's just like tons of drowned. But it's pretty interesting, that like structure. Like part of it is above water, and even the parts that are below water are like so close to the surface. I like finding like cool stuff like that. Yeah, it's like time's been flying. Oh, it dropped a tiny bit of frames there, apparently. I still need to restart my internet. Yesterday we were dropping frames too, and I was saying I wanted to restart my internet, and I never got around to doing that, so maybe all my internet needs to stop dropping so many frames is just, you know, a good restart or something. Oh, another underwater thing. Well, looks like just another portal. I don't think anyone's been here before, just because it's taking so long to load stuff in. But like I said, I would have thought I would have run across people's bases by now, because like I said, there were a few people on the server that used to play very frequently, and they like were pretty established on the server. Like they had really good gear, so I assume they had like bases set up. But just I have yet to actually find any of their bases. Is that an ocean temple that I saw? No, it wasn't. I don't know, maybe they just built underground, or maybe I'm like going in the wrong direction from like where they actually built their bases. We don't need to find their bases, I'm just like more like curious than anything, like what they had built on the server. We're also kind of running a little bit low on fireworks, so we're probably gonna have to like head back eventually. Now our wings are actually at like basically half their ability. I'm actually gonna take that obsidian. I know that might seem a little odd. But, you can never have too much obsidian. It's kind of annoying to mine it, like, actually underground, so if I can get it from, like, chests like that, I don't really mind, like, just, you know, kind of grabbing it quickly. Oh, look at that, that's pretty nice. That village. And, like, if you're trying to live in that village, it's annoying because the houses are so scattered, but you can see from, like, afar, just, like, appreciating the look of it, it does look, pretty nice, because it, you know, because the houses are more spread out, it kind of lights up a larger area, so it makes the village kind of seem a lot larger than it actually is. You know, if you, like, pay attention, it's like there aren't very many houses to begin with, but because they're, like, spread out, it makes the village seem a lot larger. Which is pretty sick. But yeah, we're actually... That was kind of close. I almost forgot to activate the wings. Yeah, we're pretty far out. I think the overlay kind of covers a lot of the coordinates. But we're... If you take, like, both the X and the Z coordinate, and you, like, add them together, we're basically, like, over 10,000 blocks out. Oh yeah, that witch is coming for me. After this, we're gonna have to get into, like, beekeeping, just because I'm, like, stealing all these beehives. Is that a bat? Oh, that's a rabbit. I was like... I thought that was, like, a particle effect glitch for a second, and then I realized that it was actually, like, something, like, alive and moving. What's up, Anna? It's going pretty good. Thanks for asking. I'm just like kind of chilling. Hopefully you're doing good. My wings keep like activating on nothing. But yeah, I'll see if I can find some more beehives. I think I might have actually just seen one. Oh no, I think that's just a log. Oh look, there's more rabbits here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing more beehives, so we will take to the skies again. I think this is jungle, sort of. I mean, it has some, like, regular jungle trees, but I'm kind of, like, looking for the tall ones. I think in jungles it can spawn, like, those structures that, that are underground, that you need that, like, little archaeology brush to like, excavate the stuff. So, because this is so far out, and you can see because it's, like, struggling to load in, I think this is, new terrain. So if there was a structure like that here, I'm pretty sure we would be the first ones to find it. Kind of hard to see the ground, though, because, like, the trees... There's so many, like, leaves, I can't even see the grass floor in, like, most places. You know, like, you can see a little bit there, but most of it is just, like, treetops. You just keep moving forward. Alright, I'm gonna sit in this tree. Oh, okay, I missed the tree. I'm gonna stand in these plains for like a quick second, get a quick drink, and then while we're sitting here, hopefully the world starts like loading in a bit better. Alright, let's continue. Oh my goodness, okay, hopefully we don't die. Is there a spawner here? Why is there like 3 zombies? I can't really tell, but I don't think that goes down too much further. I'm trying to find like a cave that you can tell it goes down like to deep slate. I know that might seem like kind of like picky, but they're actually like more common than you might think. That's kind of my goal, is, you know, to find a cave that goes really far down, and hopefully we can get some more diamonds. Worst case scenario, though, I might have to, like, start using iron or something to power the pocket beacon, just because if we can't find more diamonds, like, easily, then it just makes more sense to start using the stuff that we do have lots of. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'd have to double check, but I think, like, our ender chest, our shulker box where we hold all our ores, I think we have, like, over, like, 6 stacks of iron blocks. So, I think that's probably, like, more iron than we'll probably ever need. So, I don't really mind, like, using a little bit here and there for, like, you know, other purposes. I think this might be what we're looking for as well. It's kind of hard to, like, see. But yeah, I think this goes down to deep slate. Oh my god, I can't see. Yeah, look at this. This actually goes really far down. Like, it's almost like a straight drop down. Spooky! Alright, we're down here. Oh, and there's a mine shaft. I always love those. Oh, I hate skeletons, man. My hatred for the skeleton, like, reached so far, the server claims I'm cheating. I see diamonds on the ceiling, so I want to grab that just in case we get, like, lost and never come back to this part of the cave. Dude, this skeleton is so annoying, holy crap. And, of course, he survived that. That's just, like, so stupid. Ugh, man, brutal. Alright, let's put our chest piece on. But yeah, that, like, really annoys me when stuff like that happens. Oh, look, there's another one. Oh, there's two. Like, the skeletons, like, they're just so accurate from so far away, it's just so frustrating sometimes. Like, you're trying to be left in peace, and then there's just a skeleton, like, spraying arrows into you, just, like, constantly. I'll maybe take one of these leaves. I don't know if I can, like, grow those by bone mealing them or not, but I guess we might as well, like, grab a little bit of stuff, and then there's those, like, axolotl things. Just grabbing some of those in case, we need them for something. I don't even think anyone can, like, debate that, the skeletons are the most, like, annoying enemy on the game. Like, I just don't even think it comes close. Like, I mean, I guess you could maybe, like, say creepers, because, like, you know, when they blow up, if it's, like, in an important area, like, they kind of, like, grief. But, I mean, like, the skeletons are just so annoying. They're just, like, always, like, beaming me from miles away. It's hard to get anything done. Can you scale the... Alright, let me throw that away, throw that away, that away, that away. I'm gonna throw that. I don't know if that's... Oh, that's probably from the creeper blast. I was about to say, like, why is there clay there? I was like... One sec. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, just like kind of blowing my nose there. Yeah, when I saw the, like, little clay pieces there, the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, is it possible for, like, the axolotl creatures to, like, spawn in clay? But I don't think they can do that. I think it was just, yeah, like, from a creeper blast earlier. Hey, sup G, how you doing? Got the sheep farm working? Awesome, made 11 a wool from it so far. For your sheep farm, is it just like a regular sheep pen? Like, kind of like what I have? Or, like, do you actually have, like, a redstone thing? Because I know some people, they make it where it's, like, the sheep is, like, in a box, and it, like, has, like, a... I think it's a dispenser or something, and it, like, auto-shears the the sheep and stuff. And then they don't have to, like, worry about it. Redstone stuff? Okay, got you, yeah. Then that's pretty sick. I've never made one of those, but I would imagine that's, like, pretty effective. Because you can just, like, leave it in the background and, like, not have to worry about it. I respect it. Legend of Ghoul, thank you for following. I appreciate it. How you doing? I appreciate it, the follow, you know. Well, yeah, working towards the goal. I think that's, like, a relatively new, Twitch feature. Like, that sort of thing. Like, I think I have it, like, set up to... I forget what the goal is currently at. I don't even know if I can, like, change it manually or if it's, like... if it gives you a goal automatically, but I think that's, like, kind of new, that thing that they have, where you can have, like, that goal set up. But regardless, I appreciate you contributing to it. 2.2k? Okay, got you, yeah. I'd have to look at that. I don't know if I set that, or if that was just, like, like, a auto thing that, like, Twitch has. But, I mean, I guess regardless, that is kind of, like, the next goal. So, you know, it kind of works out regardless of who said it. It's not too difficult to make either. The video used also works on Bedrock, I believe. Yeah, I might have to look into that for sure. Because, yeah, I think that's kind of like the downfall with my, like, current sheep farm, is that obviously I have to do the shearing manually, so if I'm, like, kind of doing other stuff, it's like the sheep aren't being sheared, so you're kind of, like, missing out on an opportunity to get wool. So, yeah, I should probably look into that. I need to stop slacking. Time to be smart. Goals have been in for a while. I guess I just kind of, like, added it recently then, because I remember, like, I think it was, like, a month or two ago, I was, like, configuring, some of the panels, and then I had noticed that there was, like, the option to add, like, the goal there, I think. So I was like, oh, you know, might as well add that there. Oh, man. Those creepers always blow up. I try to, like, run past them, but it's just, like, they always explode when I do that. I don't know why there's so much stuff here. Holy crap, man. I'm being ambushed. Yeah, I don't know why it's spawning so much stuff in. Holy crap, there has to be a spawner here. Why is there so many zombies? That was, like, really weird, why there was so much stuff there for no reason. Can fit 23 sheep in it since it's a 1-block space? Wow. I've never heard of that before, to be honest. Like, normally when people do that, they just build, like, multiple pods with, like, multiple sheep. That's kind of interesting. Like, you know, cramming multiple sheep into, like, the 1-block space. Yeah, for the Twitch thing, I think it's /SD Twitch, and then space your username. You're on Bedrock? I am, yeah. You can see I'm on Xbox. There's a plugin on the server, and you can join from Bedrock as well, so... I mainly play from Xbox on, like, all my stuff, so... it kind of, like, works out for me in that sense. Oh, you put 2 in yours? Okay, yeah, that's not as bad then. I was like, you know, if you had 23 in there, I was, like, thinking to myself, like, how does that even work? Because... once, like, the grass grows, like, beneath there, I figured, like, only 1 sheep would eat it and get, you know, the stuff. Wow, holy crap, look at this cave, man. Holy crap! Look at this cave. What am I even witnessing here? Damn, I'm gonna record that. That's TikTok material right there. But that, wow, look at that. That is crazy. Hey, sup, Teresa. So you're also a victim of those graphic spots. Yeah, I've been getting them so often lately, it's kind of like crazy. Yeah. It's weird though, because I don't even think they're bots, because like they actually like respond to like what you're actually saying, if that makes sense. They just, so like I don't even think they're really bots per se. It's just like I think it's just like literal real people going around like, you know, sort of trying to plug their stuff. It's kind of like weird. Common Cave W, think about the infinite obsidian. Oh, what with this? Yeah, this is just crazy to me. You have like the moss at the top. You kind of have like multiple layers. Like it looks like there's a cave up there. Down there it looks like there's a bit of stuff, possibly like a cave. You can see there's the abandoned mine shaft. You know, there's like the huge lava pool. Oh, that squid just had a horrible death. Death by fall damage. Some of them are scammers pretending to be an artist. They're all kind of scammers. One of my friends recently got scammed. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a weird because you know, obviously I try to be nice to everyone, but it's like I can kind of tell now pretty much like right away whether or not someone is like one of those bots. So it's like, you know, I still like be nice under the assumption that like you give them the benefit of the doubt that, you know, maybe they aren't actually like one of those people plugging their graphics. But it's like every time I've assumed that it's been like one of those bots, it's like it actually has been one of those people. So, you know, I'm kind of not really proven wrong by my assumptions. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Because, yeah, I mean, I straight up now I've started telling them, because, you know, before I'd be nice and be like, oh, yeah, you can message me your, like, portfolio, I guess, because, you know, they try to be kind of innocent about it, you know, like, saying, like, oh, I do, like, art, you know, that kind of thing, and it's like they're not specifically saying that they're trying to sell you stuff, but obviously you know that they're eventually gonna kind of, like, plug their stuff in an effort to get you to, like, give them money. But now I've just straight up started saying, like, yeah, I'm not really, like, looking for graphic stuff. As soon as, like, they bring out the card, like, I make graphics, I'm immediately, like, kind of saying, like, yeah, I'm not really interested. If I could do that, take the L in MC, I would do it to see Squid die. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I know some people might not be a fan of this. I don't even think I can, like, do it, on this server. Can I team with you? I'm kind of doing, like, solo stuff. If you do /T-port, and then go towards, like, the bottom, I think it's, like, the cake icon. It's, like, a teleport to my base. If you wanted to, like, live around that area, you can, but, in terms of, like, you know, base building and stuff, I'm kind of, like, doing my own thing. Oh, rest in peace. If you do in the Twitch chat, like, !claims, you can get, like, a brief description, but there's a plugin, and you can, like, make your own, like, plot to, like, protect your stuff, basically. So, yeah. I don't know if you want to, like, build, I died and now can't claim kit. Yeah, I think there's, like, a cooldown on it. I think it's, like, every 30 minutes or, like, every hour or something like that. So like, there is a bit of a cooldown on it to, like, prevent people from, like, abusing it. Because, you know, for example, it gives, like, food, so I didn't want people, like, just using that command for, like, infinite food. 1 hour? Yeah. I might have to lower that, maybe to, like, 20 minutes or, like, half an hour at least. But, yeah, I think that is a bit excessive now that you're, like, mentioning it, that cooldown. But yeah, for the T-port thing, if you wanted to, like, live kind of nearby where I'm at, you know, you're welcome to do so. I think on, like, the edge of my plot, too, there's also, like, a chest with, like, some free stuff, by, like, the villager area, where you'll see, like, if you, like, walk around a bit, you might see, like, some wooden kind of, like, shacks close together. Like, on the edge of one of them, there should be, like, a chest with, like, some tools if you needed, like, a bit of a head start. To kind of, like, make up for the fact that the kit can't be, claimed for a while. Should have a limit of the size of claims, like there can be that one guy that just claims a huge S area and only builds a tiny area. Yeah, I kind of thought about that already. I have, like, the max currently is, like, 128 by 128. That's still, like, a pretty large claim, but I wanted to, like, give people, like, legitimate people, the ability to still have, like, a pretty large space, but not, like, too large, because, yeah, I didn't want people, like, claiming, you know, let's say, like, an 1,000 by 1,000 area, because that is just, like, you know, you would never, probably ever use that amount of space. Even if you were building, like, something large, like an iron farm or something, it still wouldn't, like, use that much space, I don't think. So, I think 128 by 128 is, like, fair. Like, obviously, you can go smaller, it's just that, like, 128 by 128 is, like, the max. Just in case you did want to have, like, a bit of a larger plot for whatever you were doing. Because, I mean, even if you aren't, like, building stuff, I know that is, like, another thing, as, you know, it's nice to have, like, space around you a little bit. Because, you know, if you build, like, a house that takes up your entire plot, then, like, someone could literally build, something, like, you know, right up against your house. So, like, sometimes you also would maybe want, like, the plot for, like, space, you know, around your existing stuff. Time to grind. Yeah, hopefully you can get some good stuff, pretty easily, I hope. But yeah, I kind of got interrupted, I think, by, like, the zombie or something. It, like, lost, my train of thought earlier. What I was gonna say about the take the L thing, I know some people might not like this, but I honestly think that Fortnite... or, I kind of, like, gave away what I was about to say. I was gonna say, I think Minecraft should do what, like, Fortnite has done and have, like, emotes with, like, dances and stuff, and then also, you know, maybe even, like, music. I know that might seem, like, a little bit cringe, but I don't even think you can do those emotes on Java. I think it's, like, a Bedrock exclusive thing, but I think that would be, like, a good way to, like, monetize the game, is, you know, if they had, like, emotes and maybe even, like, songs to go with the emotes, you know what I mean? Like, it might be a little bit cringy if, you know, someone started doing, like, Gangnam Style out of nowhere, you know, on Minecraft, but I think that could be kind of funny, you know what I mean? It's, like, the same thing with Fortnite. Sometimes it's kind of cringe, but at the same time, sometimes it's just kind of funny. But, you know, I think they could, like, sell that off. Which streamer second monitor, so I'll get stream drops. I appreciate you keeping the stream open. No emotes on Java unless you're using a client, like VLC or Lunar. Yeah. I think, honestly, though, they might find a way to, like, I mean, unless there's, like, a technical, limitation that is preventing them from doing it. I think they'll probably add it eventually to Java, especially if they decide to go that route of, like, monetizing the emotes, where you can get, like, you know, emotes with, like, music and stuff. I think the only reason why they might not do it, and maybe why they haven't done it already, is because with Java, it's, like, so easy to, like, mod your stuff if you're on, like, PC. So instead of, like, giving them money for, you know, like, an emote, you could just download a mod or something with that emote, with, like, the music and stuff. Is BLC allowed so I can use, like, my waypoints and Optifine? I mean, I'd say go for it. It's just that there are, like, 2 or 3 anti-cheat plugins on the server, so I don't know if you'll get, like, flagged by using that. Like, if it starts giving you trouble, then I would say, I guess, in a sense, it's not allowed, but if, like, the anti-cheat isn't giving you any issues over using that stuff, then you're more than welcome to use that stuff. I think someone had joined on the server before and they said they were using, like, the Lunar thing. Like, I don't really know too much about that stuff. So, I think at least that would work. But, assuming the person actually was using it, but regardless, yeah. If it works for you, you're welcome to use it. It's just that, yeah, if the anti-cheat is, like, flagging it, then I'd probably not want to, like, disable my anti-cheat stuff just to allow that. Better frames. Let's just zoom in. Yeah, like I said, if it works for you, you can use it. I don't really mind. I think I just hit him with my pickaxe there, so I don't think that really did a whole lot of damage. Alright, that's a dead end. Lunar have, like, quality of life mods, so you can feel, like, durability on armor and stuff without opening inventory. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I really wish we could get that stuff on Bedrock. Um, like even just texture packs, you know. I don't know if you follow like sort of console stuff, but I remember when they were like showcasing before I think the Series X came out on. I think I might actually take this book for channeling. But anyway, yeah, when they were showing Minecraft on the Series X, they were advertising like the RTX shaders, and you know they've done that before with the Xbox One. I remember like going from 360 to Xbox One, they were saying that they were going to add like shader packs. They never did. And then with the Series X, they were showing like the RTX like graphic stuff, and they're like, "Oh, look at the power of the Series X." And then it's like we still haven't gotten those RTX packs on Xbox, even though they were like advertising that you were able to use them on Series X. It's like, kind of annoying. I wish we could have like cool stuff like that on Xbox too. This was actually the first like Java server that I've made, because before I'd always just make them on like the Bedrock thing. You know, you go to like the sort of store page they have, and you basically like pay them for a realm, but it's like basically just a core vanilla server. But I'm like, one thing I like about this server so much is like the fact you can get some plugins. And it does make it feel like a lot different, you know, like sort of quality of life things, like the teleport stuff. You know, you can teleport back to your base, like the claims, you can like protect your base by having a claim over it, that kind of thing, so it's pretty dang nice. Those are for linking for your Xbox to PC, so you can play Java on Xbox, I think. Did a good job setting this up. This is cool. Yeah, it took a lot of work, and I think there's like still stuff I like don't like. Like I can kind of show this, you know, might as well like say it. Even though I'm not like a fan of it. I mean, obviously you're like welcome to use it because I think it works, but make sure you have like an empty inventory probably, because there's like kind of sometimes it teleports you really far. But if you open up like T-port, you can see at the top here, you can actually like open up like features, and you can see like you can go specifically to like certain biomes and stuff. I've tried like changing the permissions, but I don't think like the permissions actually like change the ability to use that. Because like I've tried configuring the permissions, and it still like allows people to use it when I don't want them to use it, but that's why I'm kind of mentioning it. You know, if you did want to use it, I guess you might as well while it's there. But yeah. What the heck? Unless it just didn't work there. Maybe it's like it actually is now like fixed if it wasn't letting you teleport. But yeah, in the past I've tried configuring it where it's like people shouldn't be able to use those features. But yeah, it's like I'm just kind of using that as an example. Like, even though I've kind of put a lot of effort into configuring the plugins, there are still things with them that I don't really like, and I wish I could like still kind of change. But even if I put like work into trying to change it, it doesn't really seem to make a difference. I forgot the button was mapped to that. It is all good. Alright, let's look around. Time is it? 6 o'clock, and we've been on over 2 hours. I was mapped TP to your friend? Okay, I was like confused, like what was happening there. Because I was talking about the T-port thing, I thought you were trying to use like T-port, and I thought like you were clicking on a button in the T-port thing, and it was like trying to teleport you somewhere, but it wasn't like working or something. I was like, what is going on with that? Yeah, also, I hate skeletons. I mention that, like, pretty frequently. Their aim is, like, infuriating at times. Like, you'll be so far away, and, like, all their arrows will be hitting you. I hate when that, like, happens. It just makes no sense to me. I feel like there should be a bit of like a drop off in terms of their accuracy from like a certain range, but it seems like no matter how far they are, if they're able to be like locked onto you and notice you, they're able to hit you with like pretty much everything coming out of their bow. It's kind of like annoying in that sense. Need some kind of nerf. They do like 2 hearts without armor and have that laser aim. Yeah, even if you have regular iron armor, and you're in like a huge cave and it spawned like a few of them, it's like impossible to kill them unless you have like a shield or something, or you have like really good armor like I have currently, where it's like you're just unfazed by the arrows, because otherwise it's just like impossible to do anything. Because if there's multiple skeletons, they're like almost taking turns hitting you. So, like, you know, normally it's like if there's one skeleton, you wait for him to, like, shoot the arrow, or maybe you run around to try and, like, dodge it. And then once he fires the arrow, then you, like, try to rush him and kill him quickly. But if there's multiple skeletons, you don't really have that, like, window where you're able to move up, because then it's just, like, a constant stream of arrows still. That kind of startled me a little bit, but, you know, clearly there's some lightning going on. Also, I just realized, I think the music stopped. Alright, there we go. It is back. Let me pull open chat again. There we go. I have to, like, leave the tab to adjust that. I'm pretty sure I know what's causing that when, like, the music stops. So I need to try and, like, get in the habit of, like, remembering not to do what's causing it. Also, hang on, give me a second here. I'm gonna make, like, a little safe area, and then... Bam. Alright, let me take that out real quick. Glowberries. I think we probably have some back at our base, so... Probably don't really need that. Alright, I think that's probably good. I just wanted to, like, free up some space there, but our shulker box is full. So, I was just about to say, I think we'll probably be heading back here pretty soon, because it's kind of getting a bit later into the evening, and our inventory is, what do you call it, is full. I can, like, help you out here. I know this is, like, a little bit cheating, players. Actions. Alright, I think it's under actions, probably. Hopefully that worked. There you go. Oh, wow. It's funny, because when we came into this cave, I was literally over there, and I was, like, in awe at this cave, and then, like, it literally wraps all the way around here, too, and I see diamonds up there. But yeah, I got you. Yeah, potion brewing, I actually kind of enjoy it. It's just that the problem is that I've kind of gotten a little bit bored with it, because while I've been working on my base, I've had to brew so many potions of night vision and water breathing. Like, now when I have to brew potions, it's more like kind of an inconvenience for me, because it's like, you know, I have to stop, like, working on my base and then, like, brew some potions. And then, you know, while I'm there, then I have to brew, like, multiple batches. It, like, kind of becomes a little bit time-consuming. It's still pretty quick overall, but my point being is, yeah, I used to like the potion brewing a lot, but, like, recently I find it more just kind of a hassle, which kind of sucks, because, yeah, I used to really like doing that stuff. Does this bedrock Does it use Bedrock Combat or Java? I think it uses Java Combat. Like, you can kind of see when I pull out, like, blocks, there's, like, that sort of bar charging up. I think that's just how it looks on Bedrock. It's trying to, like, I think show that it's using the Java Combat, but because it's not, like, you know, axes do more damage, yeah, then I guess that, like, confirms it. That, yeah, since it is a Java server, it makes sense that it uses the Java Combat. So, hopefully you prefer that one instead of the Bedrock one. I think I've kind of gotten used to the Java one. Like, honestly, I don't even really remember the, I'm about to die again. I'll see if I can reach you in time. Time to tunnel down. Actions. Alright, feed and heal. I think I hear a squid being, like, suffocated in the wall or something. Hiding in a hole with 5 creepers above you? Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really think I can help with that one. But yeah, all I can really recommend is just to be, like, really careful, because obviously even just one being too close to you exploding can probably take you out right now, so if there's, like, 5 of them, you gotta be, like, extra careful. We haven't seen a chest in a while. Oh, I jinxed myself in a good way. Okay, that's just a regular golden apple, but I'll still take it. I was just kind of thinking, like, yeah, we hadn't seen a chest in a while, and, you know, right after saying that, and then we found one. Don't have coal? Ah, rip. I mean, you could obviously use, like, wood and stuff as well, but, you know, if you don't have a lot of that, you might want to hold on to it. Oh, we need more coal. Alright, put that away. Dude, its crafting is, like, so weird. Here goes my old wood pick. It laid down its life for the cause. It will be remembered. Alright, I think I'm gonna, in this little hole here, I'm just gonna, like, throw a lot of the stuff we don't need. Like some junk. But yeah, like I was saying, I think we will probably be heading back here kind of soon. Like, we keep finding, like, a lot of new cave stuff, which is, like, great to some extent, but because our inventory is, like, still getting pretty full here, we probably do need to start heading back, like, soon. And also, like I was saying, it's getting kind of late, too. So I'll probably be getting off in the next, like, 30 to 45 minutes, something like that. You have shoes? Nice. Holy crap, this guy's a sword. Also, I know this is kind of weird to bring up now, but earlier when the music had stopped, I hope it wasn't, like, off for too long, because I know that's happened before, where I'm just, like, so into my, like, groove that I don't even notice that, like, the music had been stopped for, like, a long time, because I know, that can be, like, kind of a bit awkward sometimes. Because sometimes I'll take, like, a break from talking for a little bit, and I'll, like, anticipate that the music is, like, kind of covering for me. But if the music isn't there, you know, it's just, like, an awkward silence. Alright, let's check up here. You know, it literally, like, mine is in the name of the game, but, like, I think, honestly, mining is, like, probably one of the things that I enjoy most about Minecraft. Just, like, you know, caving and stuff, because, you know, once you find, like, ores, you kind of, like, feel kind of rewarded. You're like, oh, I found something good. And, you know, you can also find, like, tons of cool stuff like this. We just found, what is that? Spider spawner. But it's an actual, like, regular spider spawner, so you can see we did get some chests here. This crafting's so weird. Caving sucked when you're early game? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I think, like, what basically you gotta do is, like, you have to get... Like, you have to find, like, really small caves that aren't, like, wide open, where there isn't, like, much stuff spawning. Then you have to, like, grind out, like, iron armor, and then once you have, like, iron tools and armor, then you can, like, go to those larger caves. Because if you don't have armor to, like, protect yourself, it's, like, a death sentence. Because there's so much stuff spawning in them that, like, if you don't have any protection, it's, like, impossible to, like, really get anything done. Which kind of sucks because, yeah, I know, like, even early game before, when the caves were kind of small, there wouldn't really be a lot of stuff, like, spawning in them, so it was, like, pretty safe to go caving. So, even if you were early game, you could go caving whenever, pretty much, but I guess that is, like, something I haven't really thought about. Was that, yeah, if you're just starting out, it's kind of, you know, something that is not really doable. Alright, that's the cave. Or not the cave. The spider spawner we had found. But yeah, I don't know if, oh god. I know if we've actually been dropping a lot of frames, because in OBS, today we've dropped apparently over, like, 2,500. So I don't know if it actually has been, like, lagging a bit, but my apologies if anyone's noticed any lag. Hopefully I remember to actually restart my internet tonight. And hopefully that, like, actually fixes it. One HP, I ate zombies. I'll, help you out again here. I don't know if it's been an hour. I would say it probably hasn't been, but yeah. Maybe, you can try doing the kit thing eventually. Like, I mean, like I said, it probably hasn't been an hour, so there probably isn't really much point trying right now, but maybe in a bit, like 15, 20 minutes, it will hopefully, go through, I hope. 33 minutes? Oh, yeah. That is pretty far away. Yeah, hopefully I remember to change that then. The plugin, I'll lower the time. Like I said, the only reason why I had it where it had, like, a cooldown on it in the first place is just because I was, like, worried that, like, someone might abuse that and, like, you know, just spawn in, like, a ton of stuff. Like, not only for food, but I think that also might cause lag if, you know, if someone was just spawning in infinite, like, loadouts and just dropping them on the floor. There'd be, like, so many entities after, like, a little while. So I kind of wanted to, like, have it where, you know, there was a bit of cooldown. I think I would still keep a cooldown on it for that, like, a reason, but I think I'd be probably safe to lower it to something more, like, reasonable, like 15, 20 minutes or something instead of, like, an hour, because, yeah, an hour is kind of a bit crazy, because I know, obviously, it is, what do you call it, is a pretty considerable amount of time. I'll type in the chat, because I guess, obviously, if it's frozen, you can't hear me, probably. Yeah, I think sometimes that happens when I drop frames. I mean, unless it's like your internet, but because I've been dropping a lot of frames today, I think that's probably could be like a sort of side effect of that. Can hear about images? Okay, yeah. Then I think it might be relating to me then, because I know that happens sometimes with my internet. Like if it's dropping frames, the video will like pause, but normally if you refresh it, it like fixes it. Apparently, like, a creeper blew up over here. Alright, I guess it was above us. It's good now? Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's probably just on my end, because yeah, yesterday and today my internet has been, kind of bad. I mean, you know, I haven't had any lag in-game, but, in terms of like the streaming side of things, it has like said that it's dropped a lot of frames today. So I'm just assuming that it's like, you know, kind of my problem. Okay, that was lit up. I need to see if I can get out of here now, or like at least back to where we found this mine shaft, so we can hopefully maybe check like a bit of the remaining part of the cave that might not have been looted. See if we can get on out of here, but maybe let me check here first. Interesting. Oh god. I stopped to make torches and then the creeper took advantage of that. Living underground for right now? Yeah. I respect that, and that's normally what like I would do. I normally either like build underground or I find like a village and just like live out of one of their houses. I tried to not do that this time on this server because that's like I was saying, that's normally what I do, is building underground or finding a village, so I wanted to kind of like mix it up, because like last server, I started out in a village house, and then when I decided to make my own base, it was like an underground base, but I was like, I had already been so established at that village that I ended up like just building the base underground, like very close to the village. So I almost felt like I was like trapped there to some extent, where it was like, you know, I kind of wanted to like leave and build my own base, but because I had spent too much time there, it's like I became like sort of too attached to the village because I had like all my stuff there at that point. So it kind of like sucked for me in that sense. So that's why I wanted to avoid it on this server. So hopefully I jinx myself again, but I haven't seen diamonds in like a long time either. Want to see my crib? I don't know if you're living like close to where my base is, but if you're close by, then I don't mind checking it out before I get off. But by the time I get off, I might have to leave pretty quick. Sort of not really. I mean, I can still probably check it out, because I can just teleport to you manually. So yeah, maybe remind me before I get off, because I'll still be on probably another like 20 to 30 minutes. So by then I might have forgotten. I got the goldfish memory, so, you know, sometimes it's just like completely forget to do things. Ooh, okay, interesting. We're in a cave now. It is... Oh, I saw diamonds. Yeah, there we go. I knew I had seen that sort of like cerulean blue color. I think cerulean's like light blue, right? Unless it's like actually more lapis. I think cerulean is light blue, but I haven't like, seen the color attached to a label in a long time, so I kind of forget. Alright. Oh, iron sword. That's actually pretty good, I think, because, you're probably still, like, just starting out, really. Oh, bro, you gotta be joking me. Oh, man, I need to find that diamond earlier. I didn't have a spot for it in my inventory, so there's just diamonds, like, sitting back there, wherever we were. I think it was here, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at that! Just diamonds sitting there. Yeah, there were only, like, 4 there, but still. What the heck is this? That, like, lighting on the lava looked, like, really weird. Yeah, I guess the extra iron sword probably will still be useful, hopefully. I should also probably mention, I don't know if you noticed it while you were, like, sort of, like, had the channel open and you might have been looking around, because I know you had mentioned the goal earlier. Under the channel points rewards, you can actually, like, manually redeem stuff. So if you, like, earn enough points, you can redeem stuff there. There's some more, like, better rewards. I think you can get even, like, elytra wings, and I think I also added, like, the netherite upgrade. I think there's, like, armor trims and stuff as well. But you can also, like, redeem it for stuff like diamonds. Drowned, rip. Hopefully you know where your base is. I hope. That way you can get your stuff back, because that would be really depressing. Nope, not at all. Rip. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I don't have anything on the server currently to, like, go back to your death spot, basically. Oh, look at this. There's a dungeon. Maybe that's something I should look into. I don't even know if there's, like, plugins for that. I think I had, like, seen stuff claiming to do that, but, there are, like, some limitations. Like, sometimes I think plugins don't work very well, because, I try to get plugins that work across, both, like, Java and Bedrock. So sometimes you have, even with, like, the T-port thing, it works a lot better on Java, but at least, like, it's somewhat functional on Bedrock, so... Alright. We have more coal in our, shulker box, so if I really wanted to, I could pull it out, but we're on our, like, last stack of torches, assuming I don't want to, like, get the extra coal out of the shulker box. I'm also kind of paranoid about, like, taking the shulker box out, because if I, like, break it, and then it's on the ground in, like, block form, where it's, like, it's not a block, but, like, an entity, if a creeper, like, blew up, it would destroy the shulker box, I think, and, like, everything in it, so... we have literally, like, a stack of diamonds in there, and, like, multiple stacks of iron and gold, and, like, some other, like, items that we got on our travels, like beehives and stuff, so... I'd be pretty upset if, that shulker box got destroyed, so I'm kind of, like, wanting to minimize some risk by not, like, placing it down anymore, because it's, like, jam-packed full of stuff. Imagine, like, I opened my inventory and it wasn't there. That would have been funny. It's like I'm like sort of mentioning all the important stuff in there. It's like you open the inventory. It's like, oh, I don't have the shulker box anymore. Must have forgotten to pick it up somewhere. You see it? Awesome. Hopefully you can get it back, and hopefully you kind of make a mental note in like your mind of the coordinates, so it will be like easier to find in the future. Because yeah, losing your stuff is always terrible. Alright, I'm just kind of like running around here. Like just lighting this up. I think I'll probably be heading back relatively soon, though. Alrighty. The golden carrots are also really good as a food source. I think they have, like, the highest saturation, I think. It's like you don't have to eat as often if you eat the golden carrots, and, like, we've used up over half of them. Brought a stack with us, and we're down to almost, like, 20. Trying to be a bit careful there, like, next to the lava. Alright, 16 torches left. Let's see what we can do. I mean, obviously now we're above deep slate, so part of me is kind of hoping that we can, like, get back to the surface. It kind of sucks because that really sick cave that, that we had found with, like, the lava at the bottom and the moss at the top, like, we didn't even get to, like, check out the entire, like, perimeter of it, you know, for, like, diamonds and stuff. Because we kind of, like, started following this one, like, path into the cave. I made a waypoint, nice. Hopefully that helps you, you know, just like kind of know where you're at. And also, it's good to hear that your thing is working. Your Optifine stuff. Oh god. These skeletons, man. I swear, I'm gonna lose it. I gotta go, so I want to see my crib now? Yeah, I am down. Let me do... Teleport to... Oh, wait, teleport me where? Ghoul Slayer. What is up? I don't have any torches anymore. I used up all of them, but, it's pretty cozy in here. Yeah, I should also probably mention, though, oh, you have Fulbright? Okay, that makes, like, more sense. That's cheating, Dan's game. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but, yeah, like, I can't even, like, see. It's, like, so dark. I'm just, like, following your lead. Oh! Yeah, I don't have torches, but if you... Oh! Oh, yeah, you might want to grab that. My bad. Yeah, if you want to light it up so they don't spawn, but yeah. There you go. You already have a spawner. You can... And it's, like, really high up, too. We're at, like, Y76. So, you can make that, like, pretty easily into a mob farm, too. That actually is a really lucky find. Holy crap. But yeah, if you ever decide to make a claim, you need a golden shovel, and you have to, like, right-click the corners to make, like, a square. I think it has to be at least, like, 10... Oh, you've already claimed? Alright, awesome. Yeah, so, then you kind of already know. I should also mention, if you do /claims list, Besides, like, the T-port thing, yeah, you can do this one, /claim space list, and it will bring up, like, a personal, like, menu for your plot. In the top right, you can teleport to the plot. You can, like, change, you know, like, what can happen on the plot, like, you know, allowing requests for people to, like, build on your plot, like, you know, allow people to use, like, buttons and doors, whether you want that or not. You can, like, delete the claim from that menu. You can, like, click visualize, which will, like, show you the edges. There's, like, the stats, which will, like, show you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, just a heads up. I'm gonna be getting off here pretty soon. A 10 of wood. I do. I can give you like what I have on me. I'll give you my sticks too, just in case. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting off here pretty soon. I'm just gonna go back to my base and start like sorting out my inventory. T-port. Bam! Look at that. That was pretty quick. Normally it makes like a little bit of a sound, or sometimes even does like a little like brief loading animation, but that was like very fast. All right, let's start putting this stuff away. I'll just throw the copper in here, I guess. I don't need the rotten flesh, so I'll just like kind of throw it over here. Same with the arrows. I'll keep the other stuff though if I have room. Spider eyes, gunpowder, string. Yeah, I have a lot of junk on me here. Thanks so much, Joe. No problem. I'm glad to be of assistance. Alright, let's take all this stuff out. Oh yeah, we do have a lot of crap. This is kind of more than I was expecting a little bit. I think how I'm gonna play this is we're gonna just do gold to start out with. Because I think we have 6 stacks exactly, and I have 4 blast furnaces and 2 regular furnaces, so I'll just start with the gold. And then we shall do stuff. I see. Oh, you like did the visualize thing, or when I TP to my claim, it TPs to the top? Yeah, I think that might be one downside with it. I don't think there's a way to like manually set the spawn, as far as I'm aware. Like, I don't know if you can see very well, but, like, there's, like, a tiny block you might be able to see. Like it's kind of, like, floating on the water. For some reason, when I teleport, it normally puts me there if I'm using the claimless teleport. The T-port one, I think you're on Java, so you might actually be able to make your own teleporting stuff, assuming it, like, gives you the permission to do that. But on the T-port one, you can create your own teleport stuff. So, like, I created one, and it, like, teleports me, like, right here. I don't really know how to pronounce that, just like 3-re. Thanks for following, I appreciate it. How you doing? Alright, let's move. Actually, let's use this chest as well. Yeah, you know, let's actually do that. Let me just throw everything in here. All, like, our sort of random stuff here. I'll get into beekeeping eventually. Probably. Lapis. You can TP back to your death with T-port? Wait, really? Is that actually, like a built-in thing, or... Oh, is it like the back TP? Is that what it is, or... Yes, okay, yeah, if it's the back TP, I'll have to start telling people that, because I know that's happened to people before, where they've, like, died and they don't know where they died. And then I'm just like, well, you know, it is what it is. But if you can go back, then that's pretty useful to know. Fuel, stack of diamonds, alright. Let me, oh my goodness. You can't, like, open stuff while you have that in your hand. But only if it's on land, not in water and lava. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because it would probably, like, detect it as, you know, being, like, full or whatever. I'm just gonna fill this with iron, and then I'll get around to smelting it eventually. You can see from our mining trip, we got, like, just over 6 stacks of gold, and we had, what is this, almost 12 stacks of iron. So that is pretty crazy. Let's do this. I need to get some wood. It's not really what I wanted to do. Let me just put, stuff in the corner. I'm gonna be getting off here pretty soon. That's why I'm kind of, like, in a bit of a rush. Somewhat, because, I'm planning on getting off here momentarily. But I'm, like, trying to clear my inventory for, like, the next time I'm on. To, like, have stuff, like, ready to go. So I apologize if it kind of seems like I'm, like, kind of rushing things. I'm gonna go soon. Sounds good. I appreciate you chilling with me, Ghoul Slayer. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. If you're dipping soon. As I was saying, yeah, I'm about to, like, dip here in a moment as well. It's funny, because now that, like, you died there, I'm not really as, like, worried knowing that you're able to get back to your stuff. Before, I was like, you know, I felt really bad when I, like, saw that you were dying, but now I'm like, oh, you can get his stuff back. Probably. Unless you, like, fell on, like, a ledge next to lava, then it's, like, it should be fine. Alright, let me take these out real quick. Because I know we've had glass, like, sitting in here for, like, a really long time. I think we're dropping a bit of frames. Alright, potions. So I think next time we'll work on the base. So I'll get, like, a set of potions out here, just, like, arrange them, and then probably call it. Bam. Alright. Gonna go. Alright, see you, Ghoul Slayer. I appreciate you. Alright, let me get some sand. And there we go. So now I have my inventory kind of, like, ready to work on the base next time, so yeah. I think I'll call it here as well. I appreciate everyone chilling. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. I might be on tomorrow. Well, I probably will be on tomorrow around the same time. And there's also a small chance I might be on, like, really late, like, after midnight or something. But most likely I'll probably just be on tomorrow. Like, you know, take whatever time it is now, minus, like, almost 3 hours around there. And I'll probably be hopping on around that time. So I appreciate it. Everyone chilling. Have a great night again. And I will see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.